All right, 19 wants you to determine the bonds-off power index for each voter in the weighted voting system below. And as before, let's see, the quota that we're looking for is a total of 19 votes. And as before, the first voter is A, second's B, third is C, and the fourth is D. Now, each one individually, A, B, C, or D, if they're by themselves, they don't have 19 votes. So singles don't work here, okay? On the doubles, A and B, AB, that's 1 and 2, that only adds up to 3. So that is not a winning coalition. A and C, A is 1, C is 8. That adds up to 9. That's not a winner. And then A and D, that is 1 and 11. That only adds up to 12. That's not a winner. So that takes care of all my doubles with A. Then we're looking at B and C. B and C, that's 2 plus 8, which is 10. Nope, not a winner. B with D, that's 2 plus 11, which is 13. Nope, not a winner. And then C with D would be the last one. Now that's 8 plus 11, which is 19. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Okay, then I'm going to go to my triples, which would be A, B, C, A, B, D, A, C, D, and then B, C, D. Okay, A and B and C, A and B and C, that's 1 plus 2 plus 8. That adds up to 11. Nope, that's not 19. A, B, D, here's A and B, that's 3 plus 11, that's 14. Nope, not a winner. A, C, D, A is 1, C and D, 8 and 11, 19. That adds up to 20. There's a winning coalition. And then B, C, D is 2 and 8 is 10 and 11 is 21. BCD is a winning coalition. And then of course you have the group itself, which is A, B, C, D, and that's the whole thing, and that adds up to 22. So that's a winning coalition. Okay, so my winning coalitions are, make my list over here, is C and D, and then A, C, D, B, C, D, and A, B, C, D. Now, in order to figure out the bonds-off power index, after you have figured out who your critical or your winning coalitions are, you have to figure out which one of your voters is a critical voter. And if they leave their coalition and that makes the winning coalition not winning anymore, then that means they're critical because their vote is needed to make it win. And on C and D, the first double there, both of them are critical. Okay. So I'm looking for my critical voters. And on this first one, both C and D are critical. If C leaves, D can't win because he's only got 11 votes. If D leaves, then C can't win because he only has 8 votes. They have to go together. Now on the ACD, if A says, I'm out of here, C and D will still win together. So A is not critical. But, get that off of there. But if C were to leave, whoops, didn't mean to do that. If C were to leave, A and D would only add up to 12. So C is critical. And if D were to leave, A and C would only add up to 9. So D is critical. And then the same thing happens with B, C, D. B can leave and C and D will still win. So B is not critical. But if C leaves, BD is no longer a winner. And if D leaves, BC is no longer a winner. So C and D are both critical there. Now on this last one, which is in blue, if A leaves, B, C, D is still a winner. So A is not a critical voter. If B leaves, ACD is still a winning coalition. So B is not critical. If C leaves, A is 1, B is 2. Well, actually, I'm seeing A, B, D here. I already knew right here that A, B, D isn't a winner. So that means C is critical. And if D leaves and you're left with A, B, C, right here, A, B, C, that isn't going to work. So D is also critical. So I have determined all the critical voters, and I now need to count them all. And there is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8. So for all of these bonds-off power indexes, all of them have a denominator of 8. But let's see, the first one says, the voter with weight 1 has a bonds-off power index of, weight 1 is A. And when I look over here to my list of critical voters, there's no A there. That's 0. So the answer that goes in your first box is 0, because 0 divided by 8 is 0. Then it says the voter with the weight 2, that's the B. But once again, when I look over at all my critical voters, there aren't any that have a B. So 0 divided by 8 is 0 there. When you get to the voter with 8, a weight of 8, that is C. And over here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So my numerator here is 4, and 4 over 8 reduces down to 1/2, because it did say type an integer or a simplified fraction. So I had to do that. And then the last one, the voter with a weight of 11, that would be D. And of course, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8 on that one also. And that has a bonds-off power index of 1/2. So 50% of the time, C is in control. 50% of the time, D is in control. And A and B really have no control at all. They have no control. They just don't carry enough weight in this. So, and that is the end of section 11.3. I am done. The end.